Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and today on Work in Progress Wednesday, we have Zilla Fatu. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today we are making Zilla Fatu, and I looked up before we started the video. He is the first cousin once removed. So I don't know if I don't know what that necessarily means, but I know he's related to Roman Reigns in that way. I'm excited to make him. I've wanted to get to this custom. It really was a matter of getting all the pieces together the way I wanted, and I got a little imaginative with the formula here. So starting at the top, we've got the head sculpt from Heteration. I had started painting it. I originally painted the skin tone and wasn't very happy with it, so I went over it after I'd already painted the eyes, the white of the eyes, and then got some of the paint on the white. So I have to repaint one eye to get the iris, not the iris. No, what's the white part of the, I don't know. Well, moving on, not a huge deal. I'm gonna have to finish up painting that head. Gonna have to get rid of the tattoo on the rock torso here. And then I use arms from the Elite, not 85, Elite something, 103? I don't remember. The Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, the second release we got for him. And then obviously we have some Uso thighs, just a normal black crotch piece. I don't remember which figure it was from, one with ball joints. And then the lower legs is what I had to get funky with a little bit. So the attire that I'm going to be doing is going to be his black shorts. And when I looked at pictures for those, he had on like short white boots, kind of like sneakers. So we got a lot of tattoos here. This is gonna be so fun. But I originally had used some Goldberg legs, so actually I'm right here. So I was gonna use these legs and just paint the skin tone because I like these Batista shoes. But then I remembered that the Rock legs are in that same kind of mold. So the Rock boots normally go all the way up here, but if you cut it down, it's just like, it's kind of like a Stone Cold leg where it stops right there. But the peg didn't fit in these shoes. So what I'm gonna end up doing is just painting. I think I might change the, like the foot. Like I'll swap out the boot foot and I might put like the John Cena shoes. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try out a couple different things to see what I just like the most. Then I'm gonna paint that all white, and then we're gonna just have the skin tone. So I'm not gonna have to worry about that chipping off or anything when I articulate it. I did use some knee pads from a Jazzwares figure because they are a little bit bigger, they're more flexible, and they give me the space to articulate with the knee in here. To get these to fit in the first place, I had to Dremel already. So trying to figure out the parts, I was messing around. I Dremeled all the way up in here so that the knee, so like this front part of the knee, would fit up into here. Because before it got stuck like back there, but now it can go all the way up and you can have straight legs. So that is where we're at with Zilla. I think that covers everything I want to cover. I think this is gonna look rad when we're done. I'm so excited. I've wanted to get to this for so long, and like I said, I think it's gonna look awesome once we're done, especially with all the tattoos and everything. There's just so much cool detail to go into it. I'm done talking. Here we go. All right, let's get to it. So gonna paint the hair black real quick, and then on the sides I'm gonna dry brush a little bit just so it's not quite as thick, just not the solid black. And then for the face details, so the eyebrows and everything, I'll come back with my Micron pen. In the meantime, I'm gonna paint the trunks black, seal it up, let those sit for a little bit before we get back to adding the legs back on, which obviously went a little faster on the time lapse, but I let it sit for a couple days. I did end up switching out the boots. Instead of the ones that I cut, I put on some Chad Gable boots with the white Usos shoes.
all the decals on here. There's so many: arms, torso, trunks, face. Gonna get to all of them, but going to do the same process as always. A lot of patience, a lot of micro set, micro sole, a lot of hair drying, and just making sure everything's on clean. And since there's so many, I do let it sit for a while and dry and really chill before moving on, just so I don't smudge everything.
Here is my finished Zilla Fatu, and I didn't realize he had white on his shorts on the bottom and the waistband till I had kind of finished things up. So I just went back, added that in with paintbrush. This was so much fun. There's so many details, so many tattoos. I think there's like 5 little tattoos I put just on the head sculpt alone, and then obviously the big arm tattoos, his neck. I did not realize he had so many tattoos. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The only thing I'd change, honestly, is that if I made him again, I'd make him with a little bit lighter skin tone. It really kind of came down to parts, what I just had available for parts, so I'm not upset with it. I think it looks good. I think it'll look really nice next to the rest of the Bloodline. I know, like, as of recording this, at least, he's not in WWE. There's been hints, he has hinted that he wants to be in WWE, and obviously they're pulling everyone from everywhere to join. So who knows, by the time this is up on the channel, maybe he is in WWE, but I guess we'll find out. Until then, I am very happy with this. This is going to look good, like I said, next to everyone else in the family. Scale-wise, I'm happy with it. The shoes, maybe. I thought about using a little bit bigger feet, but I'm happy with those, especially if you go look at the pictures of him in this attire. He does wear a sleeve often, but just looking at him, he had a lot of different ways that he's done, like wrist tape, tape on his hands, and I wanted to just do the bare hands because the tattoos are on there, and I thought those looked good. So I might end up taking another crack at this with like an Usos Ultimate Edition torso. I'm pretty sure I saw someone do that. I could just be making that up though, but I'd love to know what you guys think. I've had a lot of requests for Zilla Fatu, and I'm excited I finally got around to it, and hopefully you guys are as excited as I am to see the finished product. But if you watched all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude